The Obama administration is now under growing pressure from civil rights groups and members of Congress. They want to see Zimmerman face some federal charges. Jan Crawford is at the Justice Department. Jan, good morning. And what's the likelihood of that?
Well, good morning, Nora. The Attorney General has confirmed the Justice Department is investigating whether Zimmerman can be charged under federal civil rights laws. But, Nora, that is going to be an uphill battle because, among other things, prosecutors would have to show Zimmerman was motivated by racial hatred when he shot Trayvon Martin. Speaking to members of Delta Sigma Theta, an historically African-American sorority, Attorney General Eric Holder immediately addressed the Trayvon Martin case.
The Deltas are deeply and rightly concerned about this case. The Justice Department shares your concern. I share your concern.
Holder called Martin's death tragic and unnecessary and said the Justice Department is investigating. Prosecutors are looking into whether there's enough evidence to charge George Zimmerman under federal civil rights law, as the Justice Department did in 1992 when it prosecuted 4 Los Angeles police officers accused of beating Rodney King. A California jury acquitted the officers, but under federal law, 2 were convicted for violating King's civil rights. The Obama administration has aggressively used federal hate crime laws. Prosecutions jumped 29% during President Obama's first term in office. But proving these cases can be tough.
It will be difficult for them to pursue a federal civil rights prosecution based on the evidence that came out in the state case.
Former federal prosecutor Lauren Resnick said prosecutors will have to show Zimmerman was motivated by racial hatred when he shot Martin, something that wasn't evident at trial.
They will conduct additional investigation and interviews themselves, and based on that evidence and the application of the federal law now, they will decide whether a prosecution under the civil rights statute is appropriate.
But now, despite those hurdles, the pressure is growing today. There's a group of congressmen from New York who are urging for prosecution. Reverend Al Sharpton will hold a press conference later this morning to talk about 100 vigils in cities, 100 cities across the country. And the Attorney General, Eric Holder, will be discussing this case when he talks at the NAACP convention later this afternoon in Orlando.